Good morning. It is Monday, October 28th, 2024, back here for Daily Shakeup number 972. And today I want to talk about a subtle form of victimhood that we often engage in, trying to be funny sometimes, but it actually is a form of victimhood and a way to make a shift, that's a pun intended, to a different way of being, different way of acting, different way of thinking, different way of perceiving different situations. And it starts with a phrase that we're all familiar with, whether we use it or not, and it's the phrase shit happens. They made it was part of one of the funny lines of the movie Forrest Gump. So we all know the phrase and we probably use it or at least think it. And it's almost this abdication of responsibility, abdication at least of opportunity to make a difference in a scenario. And the concept of shit happens is, yeah, it is true that things happen around us, they happen to us. The world just goes on and things happen to us and around us. But this default of, sort of shrugging our shoulders and say, oh, you know what, shit happens, and then we move on, is ignoring the opportunities we have to not avoid those things happening, but avoid the impact of them or minimize the impact of them or change the impact of them, especially on how we think and experience in the world. And this is so critical in leadership because imagine that you're working with someone who's in a role of leadership and things happen, and their response is, well, you know what should happen? It's not my fault, not my responsibility. I can't do anything about it. That's what we're really saying. And the truth is, we can't change the things that happen, but we can make shifts. That's the key word here, shifts in how we see it, how we react to it or don't react, change in our behavior or shift in our actions. So the phrase that popped into my head the other day when someone made that comment, shit happens. I said, well, you know what? It is true that shit happens to us, to us. That's the victim mindset. But shift happens by us. See the difference? Shit happens to us, but shift happens by us because I make a conscious choice. You make a conscious choice to shift your behavior, your perception, something. You make a shift, a paradigm shift, perhaps, and it changes that experience. Whatever happened, happened, but it changes your experience of it, other people's experience of it, the reaction to it, how you feel about it. It transforms the experience. So, yes, shit happens to us, but we all have the opportunity to make shift happen by us.